back to my channel, y'all. I'm so happy y'all came back to tune in. It's been a month, but it's just been a month, so give your girl a break. We're back with another episode of a full body workout. Today we're going to be using a kettlebell. The initial plans were to use 2 kettlebells, but I ain't got one of them. So we're just going to use what we got to get what we want. If you guys are new to the channel, this is a new series I'm starting called, Oh, You Gotta Move It Out. Because y'all get really intimidated by exercising. So I like to change the words because it changes the perspective. We're gonna be doing a 30-minute, as many rounds as possible. So this is for my girlies and boys who don't have a lot of time. You're working with a short amount of time and you're saying, girl, I don't have an hour and a half to get in the gym. Well, I'm bringing an entire episode to you. Now, I'm going to do 2 rounds with you. The rest of however many you can get done in the 30 minutes is on you, boo. But you're gonna ride with me. We're gonna count and we're gonna get it in. And I'm gonna make sure that you're doing your motions right and your form is correct. I'm gonna give you a lot of tidbits as we talk and run through the exercise. But it's gonna be voiceover. You won't be able to hear me live, but it's okay. You still gonna love what you hear. We're gonna start off with our warm up, but I am going to time lapse that bad boy. Please do not start your workout without warming up your body. I'm going to put my warm up and my stretching together. I'm gonna do dynamic stretching. So I'm gonna be moving as I stretch. So that's gonna be my warm up. I'm gonna do that for about 10 to 15 minutes. I suggest you do a brisk walk, something of the matter to stretch your body, then warm it up before you start lifting, okay? That's my only time I'm telling y'all that. I have 30 minutes on the clock. I'll let you know when to start that bad boy up. Let's get to stretching. Now, as stated previously, I stretch in my stretches. I'm in my poses for 3 to 5 breaths. I'm taking my time. This is just time lapse. Typically, my warm-up is 15 minutes long, 10 to 15 minutes long. Especially with it being colder, I'm taking my time a little more. So please do that. Enjoy many of my dance breaks. You're going to go ahead and get your water next to you if you need it. Please breathe and stop if you need to. Get the 30 minutes on the clock and let's go. Now, with any standing workouts, I don't care if it's upper body, you want to make sure that your feet are planted. Pinky toe, big toe, heel. You need that tripod on the ground, okay? You're doing a snatch, so that first move is a small squat. You're bringing it right to your shoulder, and then you're pressing from there straight up into the sky. I prefer your elbow to be somewhat facing the front, but do what you can, of course. With each motion, you want to inhale on a snatch up to the shoulder, exhale on a carry up to the press. You want a repetitive inhale, exhale. I'm telling you to breathe the whole time. I'm going to remind you constantly because so many times we're not breathing in our workouts. I typically just start right into the other arm. I don't take that break. It's best you don't because it allows your body's temperature, the heart rate to go down, and we don't have time for that. You want to keep everything going because we only got 30 minutes, so let's go. My booty looks superb. I just want to say that. You're putting that kettlebell or weight right at your shoulder. If having it at your shoulder is too much or you have an injury there, you can definitely pull it down and just have it hanging at your leg. Same concept of that inhale, exhale. You're putting your foot flat on that step. If you have a step, if you don't have a step, that's completely fine. You're still doing the same motions in that same way. Pushing from that back leg and sending that leg straight up towards your chest. Of course, we can't reach there, but that is the objective. You want that foot flexed and somewhat in. You want to bring your heel towards your hip. Not towards your hip exactly, but in the direction of your hip, okay? Once again, we're switching over. We ain't taking that much time off. Deep breaths every rep. Let's go. this season is just getting started and it's already feeling like heavier. It's just harder working out. And so having these 30-minute workouts were really important to me because it gives me the freedom to still move but not spend as much time doing it. Giving my body the time to rest because I'm moving with the seasons. Don't fight what your body is doing with the seasons, y'all. Move with the seasons. We're connected to the earth. So if you're moving with the seasons and, the sun is going down earlier, maybe you need to take your urns to sleep a little early. You feel me? You smell me? We taking our break, breathing. Girls is tired, but we got to get back to it, of course. We're going next. Now, let's talk muscle to mind, okay? If you have a smaller weight and you are not able to, you don't have a heavier weight, I typically would do 225s instead of just one. You want to really focus on the muscles you're using, you guys, okay? So when I'm tapping down, first of all, I'm hinging. So my legs are not straight. My legs have a slight bend to it. Everybody's stance is different because our forms, our bodies are shaped different. So respect how your form is, but please make sure that you listen to your body. You should not feel this in your lower back at all. This is all ass workout, okay? Ass, hamstring, a lot of ass though. So with me going as far down, especially all the way down touching, I do see, my form may be a little different than yours, okay? Looking at it, of course, I could have, took my shoulders back just a little more, but because I'm so tall, if I wasn't I would need to really do deficit ones. With the sumo squats, you're moving into it the exact same way. I don't care what type of weight you have if you don't have any weight at all. Hang your hands down there in that same direction. I'm taking my kettlebell down to the ground, tapping just to have more emphasis because I don't have a heavier weight. But at the bottom is where the grind is. I want your cheeks to be spread, those muscles to be used so definitely that when you're coming up, you're squeezing automatic. You don't have to go into that extra squeeze. That squeeze is happening no matter what, okay? Breathing, inhale, exhale, each rep. We're taking our break, moving around, going down to the ground next for our bicep push-ups. Now, I always tell people, instead of doing push-ups on your knees, elevate your arms. So take your arms to a chair, a couch, something higher, so you will be able to still give that full motion in, okay? Now, bicep push-ups are a little different than tricep push-ups because your elbows are turned more into your body instead of out. Typically, I would do mine with my arms out. Push-ups are not my favorite exercise, but I know in the next 3 to 4 months, I'll be focusing on putting it inside my workout because I don't like them. I need to challenge myself with them. I am now a whopping sexy ass 200 pounds, and I have to learn how to lift this weight. I have not been this weight before, and I don't want my upper body strength to lag while my lower body strength, of course, still stays defined and the same. For my ladies, of course, we hitting legs, and for my gentlemen, y'all are hitting upper body. And so the dynamic of working out that opposite part of your body where you really don't want to use or that you're not typically using is so important. You have to challenge yourself with the workouts and the exercises that you don't want to do so you become better at it. It's like looking at a subject and saying, I'm just bad at it. And you program your mind to think that you're bad at it, but you're not. You just don't know how to do it, and you don't like it because you haven't done it enough. It's something you're not comfortable with. With the sit-ups, you're tucking your chin in. If you don't have a weight, or if the weight is too heavy for you, go ahead and just grab nothing. Have those hands above your head and do your sit-up like that. We're on our break, and we're about to get back started again. Round 2, please make sure you get some water. Take a minute on that break. I didn't record that, of course. And we're going to get started again with those snatch to press. If you need a longer than that minute break, that's completely fine. Take a minute 30. Start back on it. Get it popping. If you only get 2 rounds in and it's 30 minutes, that's completely fine, you guys. This is about measuring your endurance, measuring your strength, because you can come right back to this workout again tomorrow, in a few days, next week, to see if you can get 3 rounds in this 30 minutes. It's about the challenge for yourself. And that's why I really am starting to love these workouts a little more than I did before. I was listening to the Metro Symphony that he did with Red Bull. I'm late, but it was jamming. Dance break. Hey. Okay, we're getting right back to it. I needed to be pumped up because I want y'all to know I did not want to do this workout today. I, once again, have been feeling what everyone else is feeling, the desire to sit and not do shit. But it's important that I move my body. It's important that I am an advocate, and an advocate you have to do. I can't just talk about the life. I literally have to be about the life. And after getting up, moving my body, I always feel better. Does that change my mood completely to the point I go from happy to sad or whatever? Because I wasn't sad. I was fine. No, but those endorphins be endorphining. And I give it credit. It's an actual hormone. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Breathe a little bit in between. You know, once again, I got to put myself up, and we getting our little dance breaks in the middle. And we're going into those back lunges again. So I specifically like to start with my bad leg, just because, once again, when I come into the gym, I am trying to take something out of the gym into my real life. Something that is going to make me, when I don't want to do in life, let me know that you've already done, so just do it again. I feel better with the repetition of things and knowing that, and it helps me throughout my life. Now, my story ain't your story. It can't be. It has to fit and be ordained for you. But through movement and doing things like getting up on days I don't want to get up, moving around when I don't have as much time, but still making the dedication to formulate some time for myself, and something as simple as starting with my bad leg instead of the leg I'm most comfortable with, it gets me going in more ways than one. So I start with my bad leg. I said all that to say, I sometimes I'm long-winded, but you learn to love it. Start with your bad leg. Start with the bad side. Get up on the days you don't want to. Come and redo this workout the day you don't want to do it, because that's when you really get that little bit of breakthrough that you need, and you're more capable of doing some more good shit and stuff that you've never done before, because you're doing what you have never done before in every part of your life. Take your break. I'm tired. You see what I'm saying? Be tired with me. I'm taking small breaks. If y'all want to know how many rounds I got in 3 rounds, and then I had to go to the restroom. And is that TMI? No, because I feel like after Thanksgiving, I've learned that modification is the best thing for me. I am a food girly. I love food, man. This Taurus in me enjoys good food. And I had some ice cream. I haven't had ice cream because I'm lactose. I've understood that. These are the ways. And I modify when I have cheese. People have to modify around me. My family, they've learned to, but I don't force them to do that, because cheese is just not good for me. It's not good for a lot of us, but that's neither here nor there. In me doing that, though, I'm not going to say that made me heavy. I'm going to say everything, like I said, with the season, it just made me feel like I needed to clean myself, purify myself in the lake of Minnetonka. So that was what I was attempting to do, this entire week. I wanted to just make sure I got some type of activity in, okay, to ensure that I move. And I could only get in 3 rounds, if you know what I mean, okay? Things were running through. There was a natural detoxification that was happening in my life from movement, which is another good thing about moving, y'all. I don't have the problem with going. I drink my water. I clear out my system as much as I can all the time. And honestly, after Thanksgiving, the kick of finding very great modifications of eating healthy 80% of the time and that other 20% for occasional purposes or celebratory moments, really enjoying food for what I've always loved. It's the balance that I need for my life at 33. Gone are the days where I can just junk food anything. And granted, I haven't done that a lot, but your girl has been drinking. I'm going through a divorce, and y'all know that there's not been a week that has went by this year that I have not put some liquor in my body. But this week I decided that I'm just going to do a weekend drink, do my weekend drinking, and that's going to be it. And things just needed to come out. You know what I'm saying? I had to be purified, and we still going through it right now. I hope you're enjoying these push-ups because this angle really shows you that they're not my strongest suit, but guess what? Your girl gonna get better at them. Duh. You already know that. I don't know why even. That was all rhetorical. We're going into our last set of these, and then you're on your own, okay? I was tired. My arms were hurting. I had already done some arms the day before, like I said, because I'm really trying to include it more inside of my repertoire. And so, yeah, this is what happened. I want you guys to breathe. I've been talking. I've been guiding you through, hopefully taking your mind off the pain, but you moving with me. And we're going to be back for another one of these because I really enjoy these. These are fun. And I missed YouTube for this past month. So content. I love y'all. Go subscribe. Go follow me. Go look at all of the other videos. Go like it. Go share with somebody who doesn't feel comfortable going to the gym but has some equipment and or just wants to move that body. Yada 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 yada. Hey. All right, y'all be safe. I love y'all. Bye.